Welcome back, everybody, to the ultimate blindfolded price check challenge, where Danish Pete will appear blindfolded any second now. We have 10 guitars behind us from a wide selection of different brands. Pete has no idea what we've picked. You can probably hear him stumbling in. Oh my God. Walking into everything. This is literally...
Come on, old man.
Anyway. Wow. This is actually how we have to bring Pete up into the studio even without a blindfold most days.
That's every day, isn't it?
There's 10 guitars here in a completely random order behind me. And it's a largely random selection of guitars, but stretching anything from some of the cheapest stuff we sell to some of the most expensive stuff we sell and everything in between. And Pete's challenge du jour, I'm over here. The challenge du jour is for Pete to try and put these in the correct price order. So it's not to guess what the guitar is. It's not even to guess what the price actually is. It's just to try and put them in price order from the cheapest one over here to the most expensive one over there.
And how many are there?
10.
How many are there? It sounds like something out of Harry Potter. How many are there? 36. I counted them myself.
I don't know how we're going to do this to start off with. You've got, I guess, your guitar stands are from...
I've got a pick here.
You've got one? Okay.
No, I've got a little... Is that the Jazz 3 or something?
I can't you tell? So...
Can't you tell?
I guess what I'm going to say to Pete, here's a guitar, each time is, what do you do you think that's like lower, medium, higher end of the scale, whatever, and then we'll put it on a stand somewhere roughly to where Pete thinks it is, and we'll just keep going through the range until Pete goes, yeah, I'm happy.
I've got... God. Can I touch everything on the guitar, or...?
Yeah, Tina, that's a good shout. So, okay, so I didn't choose any reverse headstock guitars because I didn't want to sort of make anything super obvious, but I'm guessing it'll be fairly obvious whether you've got a Tele or a Strat or a Les Paul or whatever style of guitar is, but I'm not going to tell you the brand, but if you want to guess, it's entirely up to you. Anyway, we're using Pete's DP40 amplifier, and I have a Dane distortion pedal on the floor, which Pete can have if he wants. Are you ready?
Yes. Oh, that's interesting. Side to side switch.
I mean, I think you can touch kind of like anything really, because it's all, if you think that you're touching more expensive tuners
I completely
whatever.
I thought this was
then that'll obviously affect whether you think it's expensive or cheap.
It's funny because I felt this neck and I thought it was a D'Angelico, but then I felt the headstock and it's definitely not a D'Angelico, is it? So, because I don't think that. Why are you laughing?
I'm not laughing, Oz is laughing.
I think this is like I think this is Squier Affinity or something, but I'm not sure. Because the body feels a bit thin here. Anyway. Yeah, this is the cheapest one so far.
Okay, and the dearest. Do you want a distortion or not at the moment?
Yeah, so it's got, yeah. I like those Conif sort of the pickups. Well, not on this one, but
right. Well, look. So
it feels pink.
I'm taking the guitar back. Honestly, it's very close. So you're gonna. I mean, it doesn't really matter at this stage.
That feels like 400 quid.
So I'm putting bits of paper behind these.
Yeah.
2 reasons. One is so that we know which ones Pete has tried, and the other is because they've all got the price on the other side, so we'll have some sort of fun reveal at the end.
I feel like I spilled down my jumper or something.
You feel like you've done what?
Spilt down my jumper. It's really weird, man. I feel a bit dizzy with these on today.
Do you?
Oh.
Okay, let's just make sure everything is turned up here. Yes, it is. There you are, sir.
So lacquered neck, slightly. Oh, that's heavier. That's definitely. Oh.
Take your distortion pedal off.
Okay. Oh, there's an arm on that. Same blue slicks.
Yeah, are they cheap or expensive?
Oh man, I mean,
I hope you guys are playing along, by the way.
I'll say. So now I'm going to touch a bit.
They're all cheating anyway, they can see what it is. They're all shouting at you what it actually is.
Alright, so that's a Gretsch.
Now, Gretsch do everything from Streamliner series through to Pro series,
that's
even
the thing.
Custom Shop. So this could be anything from, you know.
And they got these ones, they're the same on all the guitars, apart from the Pros where you get the clip-ons.
Good knowledge, Pete.
And you get the locking tuners, which this doesn't have.
Only on the player's choice. Don't
Yeah,
forget.
player. So that's
Yeah,
a
but
skinny
that's-
head. That's a skinny head.
Come on.
Gretsch.
You got to just.
Okay.
It's all got to be from the. Does it feel and sound?
Do a bit of gain. Oh man, this could be anything, this one here. It could be...
But all we need
Also
to know at the
double
moment
colourway.
is it more expensive or less expensive than the first one? And is it like a lot more expensive or a little
No, it's
bit
a little bit more expensive
So you think
than
a
the other
little
one. I
bit
think
more
it's like
expensive?
500-600 quid thingy, or
All
maybe
right.
600
Well, you know
quid.
what? I'll sort of put this roughly.
no, this is. I don't
sort
like
of-
this game.
I'll put it about here maybe,
like
so
this
that we kind
game.
of get an idea as to where we are.
I don't like this game. This is not fun, kids. This is, don't try this at home because
Don't
this is.
try this at home. This would be great. I mean, if you owned like £50,000 worth of guitars, it'd be great to try this from home.
no.
Okay, right. You have that and that while I just put this bit of paper on here.
Oh God. Okay.
Wow.
Okay, so I've got her. Yeah. That's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm not an arm kind of guy. But it's a floating trem, which means it's not a Fender. Oh, ow, sheesh.
He's going for it,
Going
isn't he?
mad.
Yeah, look. He's got his full detective mode out now. What were you feeling for there?
For this?
No, like you just did
Well,
some
that-
weird thing where you sort of just took your first finger and just sort of wiggled it on the fretboard. I was
Yeah, I was
thinking, what are
feeling
you
because I think
for?
this is definitely a lacquered. So this is lacquered. It's not rosewood or ebony anything. It's a whole lacquered. The neck is lacquered,
Oh, look, the smell test.
and it's not nitro, is it? It's not nitro, but it's still got the one that people don't like. So, I was gonna swear then.
Distortion?
Yeah.
Does it feel expensive or does it feel cheap or in the middle?
Oh man, it feels a bit of both actually. Because it's got a. My first instincts when I picked this up, I thought it was one of the those Fender custom shop plus things.
Yeah, but this is sort of, again, I know we always seem to have this It's not about guess the guitar, Pete. It's just about tell me.
I think it's expensive.
You think it's expensive?
Yeah, I think it's expensive.
Okay, so how it? I mean, on a scale.
I think it's about. I think I don't want to say that, but I think it's definitely over $2 grand.
Okay, so I'm going to put it up the expensive end. I'm going to put it up the expensive end.
It's got that. It's got that. It's got an S2 switch.
Doesn't mean anything. You got to be fair, there's guitars in the Player series with S1 switches on it, so
yes,
it could
but
be anything.
Not with these.
If you say so. If you say so.
It feels like.
I mean, I'm trying to help you out, Pete, not make you look like an absolute amateur here. Right. Apologies.
Yes.
I got tangled up and had a mini rant. We need to plug this in.
Little brain. A little stroke you had over there.
Okay.
It sounded like
so
I couldn't see what was going
that's
on.
3 down. Three down so far, and you have you've gone.
Okay,
we're SGing.
We
might be. I'm not saying.
God, this is always what happens in me on SG. Always. Okay, yeah, I thought that.
Honestly,
I didn't touch it with this bit.
I know. Oh, it's a bit out of tune. That isn't
It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't matter. For the money that. Have you got? Okay, so we got. There's plastic on these, isn't there?
Probably.
It's a good sound, isn't it? I do like an Epiphone SG. That's good. Oh man, I can get this so wrong. But I think this is about, oh God, what is that?
Well, I really
what really was what? Go on.
No, I was going to say maybe I might ban you now from touching the headstock or any more of this, because again it's not about trying to guess what the brand is. It's about just going, does it feel more or less expensive?
Yeah, but that's why, because I go like that and I go feel-wise, it's like, it's probably about 800-900
so you're
quid,
looking
700
for that sort
quid.
of affirmation.
And then I just went, it feels a bit cheaper, not more affordable, sorry.
Well, I tell you what then.
And then I go like that and then I feel like, okay, yes, so it's just me.
Talk us through it then. You have to talk out loud as your brain
let me do that.
processes.
Okay,
kind of like,
I think this is about, 500-600 quid.
Okay, so
sort of
that's
thing.
okay. Well, I'll put this down somewhere. If you can, don't peel the plastic off. Oh, he's started now. Where shall we put this? It doesn't really matter at the moment. But oh no, I tell a lie. I am now going to have to ask you.
Okay, yeah.
You tried a guitar with a trem system on it
Yeah.
that you thought was a Gretsch.
Yeah. Which I thought was about the 500-600
Okay,
mark.
so I need to know, do you think the guitar you've just tried is more expensive or less expensive than that one?
Oof.
So that I know where to put it.
Oof, I think that is more expensive, the one I just tried, but I could be wrong.
You think what you thought was an Epiphone SG?
Actually, yes.
Okay, fine.
I might change my mind on that one. But
that's fine by me.
I'm just thinking which Epiphones is more in the Gretsch, and if it's a Streamliner and...
You see, it's confusing, right?
It is confusing. It's a lot of guitars to keep in your head and features you're trying to see with your hands. That's what I do in the dark.
Next. Okay, here we go.
Okay,
tune it off, distortion off.
The first thing I'm feeling for is the neck. This has got a nicely rolled fingerboard, and it's got a slim-ish kind of neck. And then I go down here and I feel it's got 3 switches, so it's an S-type. Then I just run my fingers on that. Okay, so it's got a cover off pickup on the back here, so it's not a covered humbucker. I mean, just first sort of, is it a 2-point trem you can feel? No, it's a 6-point trem. Oh, sorry. And you just go around here and feel because some things give away with the calves in, so it's not a Sire. because they've got stuff like that. It's not a PRS because they've got a cut here. Is it a belly cut? Yeah, so it's an S-type guitar.
Right. I think no feeling the headstock now. You can tune, but no feeling the headstock.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's just.
But that's that. Okay. Okay. From now on, no feeling the headstock.
So we think it's an S-type guitar.
Yeah.
I mean, I say we think. I imagine you've obviously, given
smell
it
of
a
night,
good feel
so-
up. It's going to be in that sort of genre, isn't it? But that doesn't really help me much, does it? Because every brand under the sun virtually makes an S-type guitar.
Yeah.
So, do you want some distortion?
But most of them makes with two knobs. I mean,
I'm going to put distortion on.
it's funny because the neck feels really rounded like a Sire, but it's a satin feeling neck on it, so.
Don't Sire use satin feeling necks?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
I
a
see.
different. It could be a Sire, but I feel
trying
like
to lead
this
you
bit,
one way.
this bit here. Normally there'll be some other stuff going on.
I mean, it could be anything, couldn't it? I mean, it's just got
man.
a traditional style heel joint there.
Yeah. I mean, it could even be like an affinity,
Well, all I need to know for now.
It could be a contemporary Squier. I mean, it could be an Ibanez. It could be bloody.
So let me take you through what you did so far. Okay, the very, very first guitar that you tried, you've actually had as the cheapest.
Yeah.
If I remember rightly, I think you said you thought that was an Affinity Squier.
Yeah, like a custom.
After that, the
custom.
next most expensive one that you, and I'm not telling you what they actually are, I'm just saying what you thought they were.
Yeah.
You thought was a Gretsch.
Yeah.
And then the one after that you thought was an Epiphone SG.
Yeah.
So are we going more expensive
More
than
expensive.
those?
No, where was the one that I thought was a Strat? That I thought was a.
You said one you thought was a Strat, which you thought was really expensive.
Yeah.
So I've kind of chucked that up the other end.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
I don't know if you want. I mean, you could if you think that feels more expensive than that. I can put that over there.
Oh my God, man. No, I think. Oh God. I think this is like a player Strat or something. I don't know. That's what it feels like. So it feels like, what is
Where
that,
would that
700
put
quid? So after the last one.
In between the Gretsch and
After the what I think is the Epiphone.
So more expensive than that.
More expensive than that one. Yeah.
So good at this.
Oh man.
Okay, right. Let me just put the
Wood
bit of
doesn't
paper
make a
on there.
difference.
Okay, we're going in now. I'll put that bit of paper on there in just a second.
I tell you what, as well, man. I think that the guitars, that more affordable guitars these days, are so good. That just goes to show how good they actually are when you can't tell the difference with your hands. You
You don't know if that was affordable or not. It might be.
But that's what I'm saying.
£10,000 custom shop.
But it's not like immediately you can feel like it's a £10,000 custom shop guitar, and you go, wow, this is just this is your own. Have you put my purple Telecaster in here?
I'm not telling you. You're not getting anything from me. Sorry, I'm just tuning this guitar.
Goggles are very comfortable. Yes, let's go.
Let me just make sure everything is turned up. Not that it matters.
Holy
you can turn it
smokes.
yourself.
That's a beast.
And here we go.
Okay, so it's an LP style. Yeah, okay. So I'm feeling the pickups. You got the rings surrounded on it.
Rings of satin.
Just check the lacquer so you can see there's nothing broken on here.
We didn't bring any relic guitars up, just to, give away anything.
I mean, that feels nice. It feels good. There's a nitro there.
Smell the
Faint
glove.
smell of nitro.
My new album.
bit of gain, please. I think this is quite. Yeah, this is this is expensive. 2.5 grandish. I feel like so expensive.
Okay, so you had an S-type guitar that you also thought was more expensive than everything else. Do you think this is more than that or less than that?
And I can't feel.
You can
I
have
feel
the
the
other
tuner?
one.
Can I just feel the tuners?
Yes, you can feel the tuners.
Well, that makes nothing.
Yeah,
It doesn't make any difference.
Yes.
This is more expensive than that one.
So you're going at the moment. You're saying, okay, I understand. No problem at all. Thank you very much. Well, we'll.
And I got a feeling that guitar wasn't that expensive, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm probably. Hopefully, hopefully, I get everything wrong. Am I wrong?
Right.
Am I
think
wrong?
Now I better put my bit of paper on there so I know what it is. Let's just quickly give this a little tuneroo.
I like that guitar though. That was good. That was a good feeling guitar. It had a very flat. It felt like the board was quite flat.
The one you just tried?
Yeah. Like maybe even flatter than a Gibson, which makes no sense to me because it felt like one. Felt like a Les Paul. Ah!
Well, can you tell what this is already?
No, I'm thinking about the other one. Might have been.
I was just saying that would be amazing.
That other one there might have been a.
Okay. Oh yes, well done.
Okay, so we're back in a. We're back in the two. Oh. I'll tell you what's giving this away immediately.
That is the problem with this guitar, isn't it?
Yeah, this guitar.
Some of the hardware is quite unique.
This and this gives it away immediately. So, but there
are two versions of it.
There are two versions of it, and that's what I was going to say. And I think it's the SE version.
For people at home, okay, is there anything I can do to help here? I don't think the fact that this is a satin back neck is going to help because both versions of what Pete is thinking about are available in that satin finish.
That's true.
So I think now don't touch too much else because I don't want anything else. That's you. I'm going to give it away. I'm not going to give it away. I'm going to tell you now that. So you think it's a Silver Sky?
Yeah, and I think it's an SE version.
An SE version and a full custom version.
Yeah, and I can tell you for why. I'm not. Can I feel it back? Oh,
I don't know. Can you? Or you just did?
I just did. This feels like very, very rolled boards. More rolled than I can remember on a full fat.
So you felt the back. What has that given away?
Well, it has given away that it's the full fat one.
Even though you said it was the SE one. What if I've just taken the back plate off of an SE one just to throw you?
Well, then. And it's not nitro either. It's the neck is nitro.
All right, you feel anything you want now, and tell me what you think it is, because I think you're virtually there anyway, aren't you?
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you know.
Show the people what you're saying.
Yeah, that's a
you
haven't taken the back off because then there would be holes.
This is true.
So this is a full fat one. Okay. But I tell you what, this is such a huge surprise how more rolled these boards are than I thought it was. I thought it was the SE because of the neck feels like I remember the SE feels that is slightly more rolled.
So okay, so we've established.
Well, that's 2,400 quid, isn't it? Something like that. So that would be.
Does that mean that's going to be
the Gibson I played before?
More expensive than the Gibson that you played before. Less expensive, but more expensive than the. At the moment, you've got two guitars right next to each other, and I need to know if I'm separating them, or if I'm putting. So you had You had a
Gibson is still the more expensive one.
You had Gibson. You've said. Oh, I've said it now. Bugger.
But Gibson, it was a Gibson, wasn't it? It doesn't matter.
One.
It was a Gibson. I
the
can feel
Gibson
that.
style one,
Yeah.
and then you had one before that you were saying you thought was a contemporary kind of Fender-y type vibe.
Yeah.
So is it more or less than that?
Less than that.
Fine.
So
I know where I'm
after
putting
that.
it now.
Okay.
I know where I'm putting it now.
That's really surprising to me. But that sound? I know what it is. It's the maple board.
In what sense?
Is there a maple board on that one?
How do you even know that?
Because I think they rolled the maple boards more than the rosa boards.
I see. Should we do this one next? Does it really matter? Yeah, I think we do this one, then that one, then this one.
This is so unfair. This test.
Why?
Because you're not the one with the blindfold on.
Well,
oh, this is a slim neck. Hello. All right. So so it's a 5-way. I'm feeling 2 horns there. Then this neck, giving it away for me immediately.
Giving it away. Interesting. Yeah. Okay, well,
this is a slim neck, rolled board, 14-inch fret radius, and it's a Schecter Nick Johnston. I think, but that's the neck.
I'm not saying anything.
Okay, I mean I could be completely wrong, and I probably am. Have we got 2 knobs? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2-point trim, yeah.
I had no idea that assuming,
I love this guitar, it's such a good guitar.
Assuming you've kind of, that you're correct, and let's be honest with you almost certainly won't be. But what I'm kind of surprised that you thought the Nick Johnston was that identifiable just from the neck.
I feel like it is. Nobody else thinks that it is. Nobody else, because that's what I think defines that guitar, is the neck is so... It's so much more into a shreddery, legato, vibey guitar than it is into the vintagey type guitar. Okay. I mean, I might be talking out my ass here, but I think
I'll give you some distortion.
For me, that's what defines that guitar. Holy shit. Okay, it could be a Sire. Let me just think.
Can I see the back of it, please?
Let me take my...
Yeah, you know what? There's not much of a giveaway here. You go for whatever you think it might be then.
What makes you think it's a Sire?
Well, a Sire S7...
I'm not saying anything.
The roll board. I think this
could be a Schecter.
Schecter.
Larry Johnson.
Larry Johnson. Larry Johnson.
And Nick Carlton. Schecter.
The thing is, I think the Sire would sound a little bit more fatter. This is so similar with that. So those two guitars feel. I mean, it could be this Nick Johnston we have in here.
Why couldn't it be a spec'd up Fender, like a I don't know, like a.
Because they do a different cut here, Fender. They don't do that bit.
Are you sure?
Yeah. No, I'm not.
Could it be an Ibanez? Could it be a Charvel? I mean, could it be any of these things?
No, they don't do that either.
Okay.
I don't think. But it is a very flat board. I think no, Sire makes chunkier necks. I think it's the Nick Johnston.
Well,
so I think it's about 900 quid. So it'll be after so what we had? We had Epiphone, and then we had the. It's less. Is that less money than the PRS? Yeah. So it's more money than the PRS now, isn't it?
Then you had. So at the moment you've got what you thought was a Gretsch. Then what you thought was an Epiphone. Then what you thought was like a spec'd up player series. Then you went to the PRS. So
okay. So this is after the spec'd up player.
In between those two.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god, this is completely wrong. I like this guitar.
Right, okay, let's go in here. I'll take it, thank you. Okay, this is the penultimate guitar, which, for those illiterate ones amongst you, that means it's the last but one.
Oh God, okay.
So what is this?
This is light.
Before you touch anything, give us your initial thoughts.
Again, it's a similar slim neck on here, but it's a lacquered neck. The board is not rolled, which and is lacquered. So some kind of rosewood ebony. It seems like it's hollow. It's got a hollow kind of sound to it. I haven't touched the body yet, but yeah.
Come in.
Okay, so can I flick some switches here?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Wow, this is. This is. Nice mellow tone. So you gotta. Is there any push-pull here, or is it just me pulling stuff that might break? I really like the guitar.
Is there? Good for you. You're struggling here. What are we? Instant thoughts about kind of Johnston distortion?
No.
And I'll put it on.
Yeah, but I don't think this is kind of a distortion-y guitar. This is it. Have we got any pickups? There it is. I think these.
I'm a bit jealous about how you. I'm a bit jealous about how you go straight to the correct fret when they're like 10 frets apart without being able to see.
Well, you can. I'm not going to the right fret. I'm just bending it up to the right note. Okay, so this. I tell you, so I'm filling the fretboard with the lag. It feels like an old-fashioned kind of guitar. It's got a semi-hollow vibe to it, and then I'm touching these knobs here, which and a switch here. And I feel like this reminds me of a. Oh yes, what is the Harmony Comet? Because I had one for a little while, and it just feels like it's got that vibe to it, and that super lightness, and a little. I can feel the bolts on the back. Of the guitar.
So it's not a little Epiphone or anything like that, you don't think?
Epiphone don't do this. So it just feels.
Where are we putting this?
So I think these are about 1,600 quid-ish. I think it feels like. I mean, I think just from when you first gave it to me, and I sort of felt it the first time, it feels like one of those guitars. I mean, again, I might be completely wrong, but I think that's 1,600 quid-ish. I think that's what the guitar is. I think because I feel these.
Well, let me put that then. I mean, at the moment, you've got what you think is either a Sire or a Nick Johnston Schecter.
Yeah, this goes after that.
Okay, and then after that, in the queue at the moment, you've got the what you think is the Silver Sky. So you're putting this in between those two.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I didn't put the bit of paper on the.
Because that's got this. This is really nice. This guitar, I like these guitars.
Okay.
The Nestiste.
The Nestiste. There we are.
Okay.
Right.
Oh my God,
tuner off. There we go.
There's so many of these with the rolled boards on them. Again, it's like this could be we're back to Sire or Schecter. But see, also the way my jumper goes over the lacquer.
Wow.
It feels more smooth.
Wow.
I mean, honestly, that's what I can feel, which means that it's definitely not nitro, right? Because nitro doesn't glide like that over a jumper. I think this is the Sire. And not that I'm saying that, but that it is a Sire, but it feels more like the Sire. Because it's really rolled. And it's slightly chunkier neck than the Nick Johnston. Larry Johnston. Lip flop, man.
Distortion?
2 again, 2. Oh god, what can that be otherwise? I think it's right over the shoulders. Yeah, please.
I'm sure Ibanez use just a volume and a tone, don't they?
Yes, but they've got this little switch here, haven't they?
Have they? GNL?
No. You know, it's got their frets board is not as rolled as this. Sire S3. Yeah. So this is second most affordable.
Fine. Can I? You know what? I can't say anything. Otherwise, it'll be obvious I'm giving it away. But fine, we'll go with that.
This is the second more affordable, so that'll be like in Sire S7, S3.
And why do you say that? Why do you think it's the S3, not the S7?
There's no push-pull on it.
Except, of course, that's not a feature of the S7 anymore.
I still think it is.
Fine. Fine.
I mean, this all what I'm doing is just gambling with anything.
I'm sorry,
I've got no idea what it is.
So could you just confirm then for me? You think this is?
That's the most.
I'm gonna go through them again with you. So you think that's the
second most
affordable? That's what I thought. That's handy. That's the slot I've got left for it.
I knew that, didn't I?
Right. I'm going to pass you these guitars one at a time from cheapest to dearest.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the order you've selected.
Yeah.
And you just get to confirm yes or no as we go along. Right?
Okay.
And this is not this is not about going, can I guess what the guitar is? This is just, does it feel better or worse than the one I had before?
Oh. Okay. Right. So this is the nice guitar, but yes, I do feel like that's what that is.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. And you actually did, can we just confirm, you thought that was a Squier Affinity, didn't you?
What's it called? With the double humbuckers on it, or whatever. Custom. Yeah, that's it, custom.
Boom,
right?
diddly boom.
So this was the... Now you said that, now I'm looking for stainless steel frets and not. Which is really difficult because this feel like they might be stainless steel frets, but they could be not be. They're wide, they're jumbos. Oh man.
Well, it's just, do you know what? I'm taking it back. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
If you feel...
Oh, hang on. Is that a 2-front trim on the... It is a 2-front trim, yeah. That could be either. So I'll just say, yeah, second. Fine.
Okay. I think what the audience really wants to know now is, do you think this feels more expensive still?
Oh, it's got the little tip on. Oh my god, man, this could go either ways. This could be the most expensive one that's there.
Yes. Look at that. In the end, it all comes down to, does it smell expensive? Isn't that crazy? I've turned the tuner on, I apologise.
It's fine.
You thinking about bumping this up, are you?
No.
You sure? I mean, I'm only trying to save your reputation, Pete. What are you tuning it in? Like an FM radio?
I'm just, yeah, like I do with nipples. Like that. I'm just feeling those...
Come on, give it back.
No, I think... The Gretsch guitars, right, are so difficult because the affordable ones are so well made as well, and they feel the same way, and they don't use nitro. So that guitar could be...
That's true. You don't get nitro till you're at custom shop.
Exactly.
How bad would you feel if that was a custom shop Gretsch now?
I would absolutely... Well, I don't have a Gretsch, so that's probably why I don't know.
Oh, there you go, Gretsch. That's a subtle hint there. He's just dropped that one.
Yeah. See, this is the long one. This is the...
It is. Should just be on.
Yeah. Oh man! Again, here you go. I shouldn't have asked for this again. It should be. It feels great.
So I
but
could have
I'm
bought
still,
anything from a Gibson custom shop through to an Epiphone like player pack.
But
thing.
these. Oh yeah, it could be. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, it could be much cheaper than that. But I don't think it is.
It throws you that, doesn't it?
That throws me, man.
Me too. Me too. That's what I'm going to do in future videos. Then I'll make you play SG's Blindfolded.
Then I'll just get used to it, won't
This is true.
It's a nice fat tone. It really is.
It did sound fat compared
yeah, but
to the one before.
But I think what it does, it's lacking a little bit.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm still happy with that.
You're still happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think I'm going to change my mind because I just think like it is. If I start, you're just doing this to.
No, I'm just giving you the chance, man. You know, you want to just.
God, these hurts when you've had them on for so long. Right, so here we go. Here's the.
Sorry, tuner off.
So this is the one I thought it was the Nick.
No, Nick Johnston comes after this one. This is one you think's like some sort of Player Plus type thing.
Oh yeah, some kind of. And I'm trying to figure out why you wouldn't have picked something else that is not just. But I couldn't touch the.
You can tune it. I just don't want you sort of, you know, trying to.
Is it a Chapman?
Do like a Lionel Richie Hello style video of, you know, what have I got here? It was Hello, wasn't it, I think?
Is it a Chapman?
I'm not telling you. I told you there weren't any reverse headstock guitars in the selection, so, you know.
All right, so that leaves that. Oh, that's the one with the switch in it, wasn't it? No, not this one. That was the. Sounds good. Sounds good. A little mid-rangey, but yeah, I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is.
I think that's what it is. Okay.
I tell you what.
Five more guitars to
What's
go.
throwing me out? Bless you. What is throwing me out is that a lot of these guitars are much more rolled than I seem to remember they were. This is the Nick Johnston. It's so flat, this board, man. It's so flat, and the neck is so skinny. And it's, yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Flat on the front, skinny at the back.
Yeah. I'm completely opposite these days.
How could you tell if that was an expensive American-made Nick Johnston versus the Indonesian one?
We don't have any of those.
I'm surprised. I thought Nick would have wanted more. That's, of course, assuming it's even Nick's guitar. In fact, there's thrown the cat. Doesn't Nick have 24 frets on his guitar?
No, he doesn't.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
What can it be with that, man? Oh, I'm thinking that it's got that thing. This doesn't have that, does it? It's a different... Shit.
Here we are. Come on.
Maybe it isn't one. Maybe it is a... Maybe that one... That... Oh, maybe it's a...
Maybe that was an Ibanez.
I think it's the one we have in here, though. 'Cause it feels like I've set it up. Yeah, this is the yeah. I'm happy with that, wherever that is.
Yep. Okay, so you're leaving that where you said it was.
Yeah, I really like these guitars, man. They're so good.
Okay. Here we are. 3 more to go.
Okay.
You still thinking that one feels the next most expensive?
I love these guitars.
Do you think if you couldn't feel anything other than the neck and, you know, that was it, you couldn't even use the pickup selector or anything, do you think you'd still guess what many of these were?
That's what I was trying to say. I think that somehow maybe it's your bad influence, but there's so many rolled fingerboards. It's so rolled. It's like, ugh.
How's that
rolled
my bad
fingerboards? Because I want them rolled, and it's like, yes, you can roll them to a certain degree.
What, to wear with my dress?
I want it
Is
rolled.
that what you're saying?
I want reverb on rolled fretboards, and it becomes almost too much. It becomes almost too much.
You're such a strange guitar player in this sort of sense of like, you're in that camp of just like, if anything becomes too easy to play, you kind of don't like it. And I'm like, why wouldn't you want everything as easy to play as possible?
Because then what's the point in having, if they all play the same and all play, then there's nothing to fight with.
Do you intentionally wear uncomfortable clothes? Is that sort of like...
Yeah.
Like, I have to have really brand new shoes every day.
It's clothes is a different thing. Guitars are an inspiration. You know, if you got, you know, you want guitars to feel different. That's why we buy more guitars than one.
This is true.
You know, that's why you have.
We digress. Right, I'm turning this off now.
That's a Silver Sky.
Yes, you kind of. There we are. You sort of know.
And I think it's a Mabel fingerboard.
And you thought it. Well, you originally you weren't sure if it was SE or Core.
No, but it
is.
And
then the missing back plate kind of gave it away a bit, didn't it? Curses. Okay, 2 more guitars to go. One is S style, one is LP style, but we're not telling you what they are. You've just got to go, are they still the next most too expensive?
This thing here, it's
got an emery board on it, hasn't it? For you to sort of, yeah, exactly. When I'm cleaning windows.
And it's got that switch on to bring in the neck pickup.
Do you think it looks nice, that guitar?
I think it's some kind of bright colour. Somehow, but
distortion?
Yeah.
No, don't care. Just straight in.
I can't. It's a humbucker, you know. So
fine.
But
you still think that is more expensive than the Silver Sky, do you?
You're trying to throw me on.
No, I'm just asking. I'm just confirming.
I mean, for all I know, that could be a player. You know, it's just. But I just don't remember any players with a.
Oh, I
with
see.
A covered,
so you're just
with a
basing it
pickup.
on features.
Yeah, with a covered pickup.
And this is where this kind of test, I think, falls down a bit. Really, it's like.
No, because it's how it's when I feel this guitar feels lovely, you know, and it's definitely a chunkier neck on it. So that's another thing that I think a lot of guitars that are more affordable don't have the fat chunky necks. Yeah. Because people that buy them are more likely to be beginners and you know, so they don't want that fat neck on it. But then again, some of the Epiphones do have them, you know. Do it again.
you feeling for now?
Uh-oh.
What do you, I mean, what's up?
I was just touching the knob here and felt like it was too rounded there.
Too rounded? To be what, though?
To be a Gibson.
Right.
And normally Gibson don't
think it's
have
a Fender,
flat. Yeah. Normally Gibson don't have these flat things on the top here, as far as I remember.
Wow.
Or maybe they do.
Serious,
Oh, stop it, man!
Serious detective work here. You're like the Poirot of the guitar world.
Yeah.
Or more like Columbo, actually.
The wives are like, just get on with it! I'm just going to touch here and see what it is. You know, I'm like touching everywhere.
So what did you think this might be then? You thinking
No,
it might be a heritage?
it smells like a, yeah, heritage. Could be a heritage. It smells like, exactly. It could be, I'm trying to remember what that looks like. You know, like the...
All you need to know, it doesn't matter what it is that the most expensive
Yes,
guitar
it
you
is.
played? That's the most expensive guitar you played, is
fudge
it?
it. Shut
Right.
the front door.
Okay.
I think it is. I don't know, man. It could be one of those Epiphone 59s.
Right.
But I feel like they've got satin finish neck, so...
Okay.
Shit.
Oh, sorry, did you just say that last one could be one of those Epiphone 59s?
Apart from it has a... they've got satin finish necks, so...
Right.
Can I take my...
You can take your blindfold off. Can you see anything? I know you haven't got your glasses on. Can you see anything?
Oh, my... This really hurts. Wow.
Right, well look, okay, so I'm going to...
Is that my one?
No.
Well, sort of. So,
I did feel
in first place, or at least according to Pete,
Yeah.
what did you guess, everybody? And am I even in shot anymore, standing all the way over here? Right, in first place was a Squier Affinity Telecaster worth the princely sum of £239, which Pete did indeed nail.
Wow.
In second spot,
Oh, that
and
is
a fail. I
Yeah.
thought you would get this for two reasons. One, even though you didn't get the push thing first time round,
push.
second time round you got it. And I'm like, well, how do you not now know it's an S7 as push is not on the S3?
But that's because I was
And
confused with all the guitars. And it's a
the
lacquer board.
board, which you didn't get either. So I'm surprised, but
But I
there you
did
go.
say
So,
it might have been an S7, didn't I?
so you thought that was an S3,
Yeah.
it turned out to be an S7. You got the
Yeah.
brand right.
Yeah.
Next, a Gretsch G5232T. If you're interested in the handwriting on these, and perhaps you'd like to get some lessons in how to draw like this as well, Oz did these, and you can contact him on Instagram on screen now.
I'm sorry.
So that's 479. So far, we're kind of in the right ballpark with this. This is a bit of a left field. Now, is this Epiphone going to be more, higher, or lower? Higher! Lower! It is.
No.
Indeed, quite a lot
700.
higher.
Oh, right, yeah.
That is an Epiphone reissue of the very first SG, where in fact it was still called the Les Paul. So this is essentially an Epiphone Les Paul SG from 1961. A remake of it, obviously.
Yeah, I'm surprised they
749 though. Okay, this one, I have no idea.
That absolutely...
Okay, so by rights, this should now be somewhere between £750 and about £1,000. Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah.
It's £120.
We're not making this up, man. This
should have been our first most... now, I've got to say, to be completely... I did restring that.
Yeah,
Because, to be fair, the strings straight out the box are... I mean, I restrung 3 or 4 of these, actually, that felt like they needed it, but this was one of them. But that's it. I just restrung it with some 10 to 46 because they'll come with 9s out the box.
That felt really good,
that's
that guitar.
Nuts. That is absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
So that's that one. That is an EastCoast ST2.
Yeah, that is nuts. But we had that before.
This is the guitar we sell in all the Christmas bundles.
Yeah.
You know, like Learn to Play for 199 quid.
And me and
thing.
Rabir did a shootout with that and the Silver Sky when they first came out.
You did.
And that is such a good guitar.
Next,
there we go.
You were absolutely spot on.
And
Despite
Nicholas?
all my efforts to throw you off the scent, you were right. That is a Nick Johnston Schecter.
The neck gives it away. Boom.
As soon as you touched the cupcake knobs on this,
Yeah.
you correctly guessed that this was a Harmony Comet.
Yeah.
Again, half of me is like, Oz, you and I need to kind of go,
I like
any
that.
distinguishing features on a guitar should sort of rule it out of these tests.
Yeah.
Yes, no surprise here. I was a
Silver
bit surprised
Sky.
that you kind of thought it was an SE until you realised there was no missing backplate.
That was the rolled boards on it that gave
This is a good opportunity for me to promote the deal we've just done on the SE version of
If
this.
there's any left.
Where you can have the white one or the green one for just $5.99. I'm not sure if that hadn't had the anodized pick guard on it, whether you'd have been slightly more thrown as to what that was. But that is a custom shop.
Yeah, I love that guitar. It's a great guitar.
Doodah.
Yeah. But I tell you, the carve, the neck carve behind it gives it away a little bit because it's got this. It's got that bit.
Yeah.
Look at that neck.
Good looking guitar, isn't it? And then finally,
Yeah. I thought that was mine when I turned around for a minute.
it is
Yeah.
sort of. It's the 58 reissue that we do with your spec. So it is indeed the dearest one. Although again,
It felt so familiar when I was playing it. It really felt like it's just. I was thinking it was mine, but I
see
thought
all those on camera?
you.
There you are.
It was very close. There you go. That just goes to show. And the Sire it's just because those two are so close. I mean, I've got no regrets on this. This is, I'm happy.
I think this is the challenge for Oz and I. Is we just. I think the problem is because as soon as you know. I'm just trying to think of a good example here, but like the Nick Johnston, because you knew what it was from just you then know how much it is.
Yeah.
And we're no longer talking. Does it feel more expensive or less expensive? You're just trying to go. So I don't know. We either need someone that has no knowledge whatsoever.
I think that's
of
what you need. Somebody who doesn't play, almost somebody who doesn't play guitar.
Or we've got to get guitars that are just. But even things like switch tips on. These can be different and identifiable.
Gives them away, doesn't it? They give it away now.
Well, there you are. So,
but I'm not surprised because that's a good feeling guitar.
I've got another idea for another blindfold challenge that will be a bit harder. I think Oz and I will go away and conspire. Yeah, absolutely. It doesn't involve guitars at all. No, it does. So yes, please like and subscribe. You might win something. Details are below. All the merch is available from www.andertons.co.uk, as indeed are all of these guitars, plus thousands and thousands more.
Picks.
Yes. Thank you so much, Pete.
Thank you. That was interesting.
Thanks for joining us. See you next time.